communicative competence of someone at various levels that have been mentioned in this forum as well. So it's not just miming or pirouetting or whatever. There's a lot of, even miming is part of communication. So how do you deal with that? So we need to fine tune and keep developing all of these things.
Is it okay if I ask Yasanas to ask one more question? Okay. And then ladies first, Yasana? Okay.
I'm a French teacher, and my experience is that there is not much sharing between English teachers, French teachers, Spanish teachers, etc. I have been since many years now in the team of the teachers making the Pan-Cyprian examination every year. And I see that there are big differences between the French exam and other exams. And I wonder if in Cyprus it wouldn't be easy, since it's a small place, that we work more together and have more training together to question our own way of teaching and examining, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, because I feel that there is a lack there. Because very often we talk among ourselves, and we have the impression that the other is doing it wrong.
Have the same problems, maybe, yeah.
But probably they think the same about
solutions. Yeah. I couldn't agree more with you, actually. I couldn't agree more with you. And with the reviewing of the curricula, this came up very vividly. And it's the same, having gone through, I mean, I've done more detailed analysis and comparison of those. Hopefully, I will publish it. And you can see that. And one of the things that, of course, is related to that is that when let's suppose that we use CFR levels, okay, just for the sake of the argument. If one says that this is B1 in one language, it has to be B1 in another language. This, at the moment, we cannot verify in any way, because we haven't been able so far. I'm not going to go into the reasons for that. We haven't been able to sit down together and look at it as languages. And of course, there are differentiations. But first, we should be looking at languages and then move on to the differentiation. So yes, and it started with the new curricula, by doing that. And for example, because I happen to be dealing with 4 languages, English, French, Italian, and even Greek as a second language. I trained both French and English, for example, and it was interesting because they had someone doing the two for the first, I don't know whether it was the first time, but I felt that it was like a novelty to them, and in a way that made a bridge. That, it was the same type of thing. So it has to continue. Through training, this has to continue, of course. It's part of the solution.
And I think also the way we do examination is very much shaped by the international
That's the other thing that I mentioned, yes, that we need to do needs analysis here, see what we need, why our students need to be tested, and also relate that to current theories and practices, and research this context. All these have to be done, to improve what we've got.
Okay. I think now it's time to pass the microphone to Iasonas to ask his burning question. No? But if it is an objectively scored, and it's a reliable item, what do you want to pass on to Salomi? Then yes. A yes/no answer?
No. Okay.
No. So it's not.
Multiple choice?
Okay. Sorry about that.
I'll call you. I'll give you a call.
Okay. Thank you, Yasana. Thank you. Thank you, Salomi, for painting this landscape. I have to say that. I keep repeating that because I learned a lot from your presentation, so thank you very much again. And thank you for pointing out to all these exciting areas of research. Yes, we do need research in Cyprus. And I see some students in here who will be taking PhD studies very soon.
recording practices. That's another thing.
That's
Otherwise,
right.
how can you do research if you don't find documents?
That's right. Recording practices is very important, because Salomi told me the other day that she's been through a lot of trouble trying to find study guides ever since 1978. So thank you very much, Salomi. Just a couple of announcements. Again, we're really... Oh, sorry, Salomi, you're present. It's the least we can do. Thank you, Salomi. Thank you. Right, I'm just hurrying up because I'm just so stressed because we're running a little bit late. So we are going to be about 13 minutes late, or maybe 15 minutes late, so please forgive us for that. We couldn't get up in the morning because we had such a wonderful time last night, didn't we? So thank you. And thank you for your understanding with this delay. The next thing that I want to say is, again, remind you, please drop by the registration desk and collect your certificate of attendance, your certificate of presentation. Please do that today, otherwise you're going to put us in a lot of trouble to have to mail them to you. We don't want you to go away from Cyprus without your certificate, because I know to some of you this is very important. The next thing is, please, please, please do take a few minutes to fill in the evaluation questionnaire. We need this to improve ourselves and become better in the future. And the last thing is to draw your attention to the closing remarks will be done in the main auditorium. So when we are done with the presentations for today, please come back to this room so that we can close the conference together. Thank you. Thank you.